Good evening and welcome in the Valley Regional Gymnasium as Valley TV is excited to present Valley Boys basketball between your Warriors and the North Branford Thunderbirds. Warriors coming off 5 straight losses. For the first time these two teams matched up, the Warriors did find the W in a 72-59 game. No Michael Spencer for the Warriors tonight, and Rex Grabowski is on the bench to start. Cody Saunders will get the nod. It'll be Evans, Saunders, Dolinsky, Troy, and Falacione to get us started. And we are underway. Archie Yu comes down with it. On the outside is O'Brien. He's going to drive in. Good defense from Saunders. We know that's what Saunders is good at. Yu on the top of the key, trying to roll. Nice move from Saunders. Nice help from Dolinsky to get a piece of it. Ball's loose, ripped out by Evans. Here come the Warriors. Evans is going to slow it down, guarded by Yu. He's gonna pull it though. That one's no good. How about Falacione fighting for it? But it's gonna be loose and it's gonna be to Cepeda.
Physical game early on. The Warriors are gonna try to body these guys out as they do have the height advantage on a lot of these players from North Branford.
That's right, kind of positionless basketball the Thunderbirds play, and there's a big position on the inside for O'Brien. Troy at the top, he's gonna make a nice move. He's gonna drive off the glass, and it's money! Tommy Troy gets the scoring started off for the Warriors.
Troy has a size advantage on pretty much every player the Thunderbirds have out there. He's just running right through these guys, eating all the contact that they try to put on him, driving right to the hoop.
Cepeda on the outside hands it off. Looking for and has Cosgrove. His pull-up jumper's no good. The rebound is Evans again. Even though he's a guard, Evans actually second on the team in rebounding with 5.5. His Falacione's drive is no good. The rebound comes the other way with Carasone, who's gonna make a nice move. Flip it up, it's good! Nice move for the deuce.
Thunderbirds just went right through the defense. They're gonna have to tighten up those holes, otherwise they're gonna be lining up a lot of points on quick plays like that.
Falacione off the screen, open 3, just short off the front iron. Archie Yu's got it. He's gonna bring it up with some speed as the Thunderbird hits the floor. He's gonna drive in on Saunders, flip it up, no good. The rebound is gonna be to Troy. You mentioned Troy's size advantage, but he's got an uncontested rebound for his first of the game. Evans gonna drive in, a lot of contact, no foul. Yu's gonna run the floor, what a pass, the lay-in. What a pass from Archie Yu to Charles O'Brien for the deuce.
Quick offense has been the theme for these Thunderbirds' early points. They're getting the ball into their playmakers' hands fast before the Valley defense has any time to react.
You mentioned playmakers. The ball has not touched Noah Dolinsky. Team leader in points, 18.5 per game. Here's Saunders off a screen, looking for somewhere. He's got Dolinsky. He's gonna drive in on Yu with a nice move, lays it up, it's no good. Saunders is gonna fight for it in the backcourt. But the Thunderbirds have it and cross the line. There's gonna be a foul on Cody Saunders as Grabowski's gonna check in now for Saunders.
Grabowski coming in obviously has a large height advantage, is around as tall as Troy is as well. He should be able to help bolster this defense and block a lot of these shots North Branford's going to be putting up.
You can hear the student section as this one's from the outside and no good. The rebound is down low. Grabowski's going to have it with the toe tap on the sideline. Outside is Falacione. He's going to pull it from deep. It's going to be no good. Evans is going to have the rebound. Nice move, but he's going to travel. And he knew it. Off the screen. Good movement from the Warriors. Nice drive. He's going to flip it up from over his head. Lefty jump shot's no good from Carasoni. Evans is going to bring it up. Flascione's going to drive in. Look for the kick out. He's got Troy. Troy's going to drive on you. Gets him in the air. Goes in. Powerful, but it's no good. And you has the rebound.
The Warriors play a very physical defense, but the Thunderbirds here are just kind of eating this up, using that aggression to their advantage, trying to play around them and bring balls to the hoop where they don't have players getting in the way.
Piercy comes in right there after the three's no good from O'Brien. Into the corner, Dolinsky is wide open, and it is cash money from the corner. Piercy fresh into the game, guarded by Grabowski. An even greater size advantage. They're going to have the kick out. He's going to drive to the baseline, rejected by Grabowski. You can expect 2.5 of those per game from Grabowski. Right there, emphatic. Dude. Piercy's going to look way near midcourt. Archie Yu, guarded by Troy. Flips it to Cepeda, looking for somewhere to go. And there's a travel right back. Early turnovers can affect the offense.
I agree with you completely. These mistakes, Valley's able to capitalize them. It could be a huge turning point in the score at the end of the game.
Flascione out and Saunders back in. Here's the kick out to Evans, and it's too strong. Troy's gonna have the rebound though. He's gonna look for the kick out to Saunders and have it. Saunders to Dolinsky, catch, shoot. It's gonna be tipped. That's what Dolinsky's asking about. As the ball will go to the Thunderbirds, Archie Yu brings it up. Yuda. An open three is good from the outside. The captain, Mondi.
Thunderbirds are taking advantage of a Warriors defense that is playing in a man coverage right now. They're running chip blocks and they're moving players around, getting people open with easy shots.
How about that move from Noah Dolinsky? Powers it down for the and one. Great move over his defender, flips it up. Contact doesn't matter. Chance for a three-point play here from Dolinsky. O'Brien back in, drives, intercepted by Saunders. He gets it to Troy. Inside it, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Troy gonna set the offense, looking for something, has Dolinsky. From way outside, he's gonna drive in to Troy. Troy to Flascione, nice pass! Grabowski, what a find from Flascione! To Grabowski for the easy money on the inside. O'Brien, guarded by Grabowski, goes into the contact. It's rejected from behind. Contact and one.
Got the basket for the Thunderbirds. Number 11, Mondi, shooting one.
Warriors cycling out their defensive players, trying to keep them fresh against an aggressive North Branford offense.
Free throw is no good, so it remains just a 1-point game. Evans brings it up. Flips it to Falacione. Hand off to Grabowski. Screen from Troy. Hand off to Evans. Only person that hasn't touched the ball in this possession is Ben Dolinsky. Troy drives in, flips it up, and contact will send Troy to the free throw line. You talk about turnovers, and fouls are just as bad.
The free throws for most of these shooters are hitting almost all of these. It's going to be almost guaranteed points for the other team. You got to watch those. They could be a big turning point in the game.
Tommy Troy buries them both from the line inside a minute. The Warriors regain the lead in this back and forth matchup to start. Largest lead has been 4 from the Thunderbirds.
Those fouls could be the difference between the two teams at the end of the quarter. However, you wonder if these teams don't even care about that. They got to play aggressive. They got to stop the other team from driving to the hoop. So if you're going to eat a couple fouls, and sometimes you got to do that.
No shot clock after the nice play from Mondi. Scores a bucket on the North Branford side. 20 seconds to go. Evans near midcourt. He's going to reset the offense as Logan Prue is checked in. No Dolinsky, no Saunders. 10 seconds in the quarter. Probably going to go into the hands of Evans, who's going to drive. Easy layup is no good because of the contact. 2.4, and right back to the free throw line go the Warriors.
Super impressive patience there, not forcing anything, waiting for the play to open up to him, and it's resulted in a, what will, depending on how the free throws go, possibly up to 2 points.
The first to tie is too strong. Second attempt at a tie is no good. Troy grabs the rebound, tries to chuck it up. It's blocked, and that will do it. Good defense. And that is going to end the first period, a 13-12 game. It's been back and forth, and right now the name of the game is Ben free throws and turnover.
It's going to be huge coming down to the end of the game. It's going to be close all the way through. They're playing physical defense. They're playing good defense as well. They're not making as many shots as they usually do. So when you have those turnovers, it's going to be huge, giving the other team possible points up.
That's right. Just 12 points for the Warriors, 5 of them coming from the hands of Noah Dolinsky, who hasn't missed a field goal yet. How do they work him into this offense?
I think you got to work him onto the outside. They're not pressing up on these players as much as they could, sorry. And if you get him on the outside, he is absolutely amazing from the corners and from the outside the three-point line. If you just get the ball into his hands and have him throw it up, you'll be happy more often than you're not.
That's right. The off-ball screens just to get him open. He can knock it down from anywhere once he crosses this half-court line right in front of us. So interesting to see how they work him back in. You saw Prue check in at the end of that quarter. It's going to be interesting what rotations the Warriors run with as the second quarter starts right now. It's Troy, Grabowski, Dolinsky, Falacione, and Evans, the typical starting 5 for these Warriors.
Absolutely. They're playing very aggressive on defense and very quick on offense. Like, these players are going to get worn out, and being able to have a deep bench that you can cycle players in.
And one from the outside, right on cue, Noah Dolinsky.
Got it. You got to hope that the Warriors are going to do more of that, because that is amazing what he's able to do when the ball is in his hands.
There's a little reverse jinx from us right there, Eddie. We talked about getting Noah Dolinsky to the ball. Hasn't missed a field goal. Hasn't missed a free throw either.
Perfect game, if you would.
That's going to be an announcer jinx. As Carasoni brings it up, Piercy Cepeda feeds it to the inside. Piercy's going to pull it from deep, and it is good from the corner. Back and forth from the outside we go. Troy drives in on Mondi, the captain, flips it up. Tommy Troy with the height advantage for the bucket.
Tommy Troy with a background in football. He's not afraid to move into a little bit of contact and just run through a guy, as you saw there, drives right to the hoop. I don't know if these North Branford players are ready for that.
Flashion inbound to Evans after the backcourt violation from the Thunderbirds. Warriors with the lead in the ball. Grabowski's gonna drive and too much contact. Foul's gonna be called on Piercy instead of Cosgrove, the captain. Looking for Dolinsky with a lot of off-ball movement. Nice movement from Troy. Better find from Evans. And the ball movement is A+ right now.
With his height, if you get him with the ball that close to the net, you might as well call it over.
Well, a shooting foul is going to be called on Archie Yu. Grabowski with the great anticipation. And a timeout will come from the Thunderbirds. 13-12 after the first quarter, and already the Warriors putting up a good amount of points. Already 8 in the quarter. The offensive efficiency has caught up. It's been Noah Dolinsky, and Grabowski's going to have 2 free throws.
Yeah, great timeout here by North Branford. You can see the defense is slipping away from them. I don't know what the Valley Warriors adjustments they made. Well, I think I do, but they were getting the ball outside and taking these shots and letting Tommy Troy do what he does, which is go up and put the ball in the net.
Brady Evans in this offense is so important. He leads the team in assists, and for a freshman, he's really showed up. And right there, you saw that pass to Tommy Troy leading to the deuce. He's been big and working the ball around.
Yeah, moving the ball around is so important. You know, this North Branford team is going to play aggressive defense. They're going to get on these guys, and if you can't move the ball around efficiently, you have no chance of scoring on them.
That's exactly right, as Grabowski will check back in for his free throws. Grabowski's first through this scream from the Thunderbirds is good.
Absolutely unfazed in the face of danger.
No good on the second one. So maybe a good luck scream from the Thunderbirds as Piercy brings it up, guarded by Evans. Nice move. Flips it to Cepeda. Swing to Yu, guarded by Troy. Back to Piercy. Nice move again. Stops, pops, no good. Rebound is Dolinsky, who's going to bring it up. He's going to look for Grabowski and have him. A lane for Grabowski. Drives in, no good. Tommy Troy, the rebound. And the second chance points.
So dangerous when he gets up to the net. I mean, the North Branford Thunderbirds have absolutely no way to defend that. They don't have anyone tall enough. So it really is a cheat code here for the Valley Warriors.
He's been big. As there's going to be a pull-up jumper. It's going to be no good. Flashion, an uncontested rebound. Grabowski back to Troy. Let him eat. A heat check. Tommy Troy in the paint.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're just going to keep feeding him. And if North Branford's not going to stop him, why would the Warriors stop?
That's exactly right. Nice drive in. No good from Cepeda. Here's Flashion to Dolinsky. He's going to bring it up. Swing to Flashion. Now to Grabowski. Going to put it up. It's too strong. How about the rebound from Troy? Kick out for Flashion, the three. That's no good. Evans fighting for it in a sea of Thunderbirds. He's going to poke it out. What a play by Evans. He's going to throw it up in the contact. These Warriors are playing fantastic in this first half.
What insane effort there from the freshman, never giving up on the play, even when the Thunderbirds had the ball in their hands. Just incredible work. Get back on defense and get the ball right back for your team and put them in an advantageous position immediately.
So surprisingly to this point, the team's leader in free throw percentage, 72%. He's struggling from the line right now.
A lot of pressure for the freshman. Well, he's got some supportive teammates, giving him the high fives even after he misses those shots. But
here's the U is going to drive, pull up, too strong. Rebound is Grabowski. There's the second advantage to the height that he and Troy have. Nice cut from Troy. Looking for Dolinsky. He's dangerous from there, but it's no good. The rebound is going to go to Piercy.
even after the miss, he's not hanging his head. He's getting right back on defense. You love to see that all-out effort from every single player on the court right now from the Warriors.
Piercy's shot no good. Grabowski another rebound. He's actually averaging a double-double. You can expect 11 rebounds from him every game. That's big. You like to see a player with his height be able to use it. Screen for Grabowski. Evans has got it. He's gonna drive in on you, flip it up, contact, but it's all ball. On the outside, Troy, he's gonna look for the kick out to Dolinsky. Jab step, pulls it. It's just short.
Such a dynamic offense that these Warriors run. You've got Grabowski and Troy with an obvious height advantage that can be great in the paint. And then obviously you got Noah Dolinsky, who outside the three-point line is an animal. Can't let any of those guys have the ball with a chance. Not to mention all the other role players that the Warriors have that are dangerous with the ball in the hands in their own right.
Carasoni brings it up, guarded by Dolinsky. Nice screen, nice roll, but it's just mishandled. On the outside, O'Brien's gonna pull it. It's no good. The rebound is Grabowski again. No matter what Cosgrove does, it's always gonna be Grabowski. He's got it to Dolinsky. Dolinsky's gonna drive in, flip it up. It's gonna be tipped. O'Brien brings it back the other way. He's in a 1-on-3, trapped from Falacione, back to O'Brien, pulls it from the outside. Great ball movement between him and the captain to score that one.
Seen it a lot. They're trying to take these deep threes because the Warriors are playing so aggressive in the paint. Unfortunately for North Branford, none of those have gone in yet, but if they start making some, this is going to be a lot closer of a game.
Grabowski drives, slip it up, back iron. Piercy brings it up. Looks for the handoff to the inside, kick out in the corner, O'Brien. That is good again. And a timeout from Coach Woods.
We've seen it now twice. Sorry, you've seen it now twice that the Thunderbirds are taking these deep threes. You got to think that they're defensively adjusting so they can press these guys up forward and stop them from taking those easy shots.
You mentioned the Warriors' stability in the paint. We've talked about Grabowski and Troy and their height advantage enough, but that's why they're working this ball outside the three-point arc. That's the only spot on the floor that's been open to them and available. And when you have O'Brien out there and he's knocking them down, we've seen this lead go away in the snap of a finger, the blink of an eye. And right now it's down to just 3 from where it was 9 just a minute ago.
Yeah, defensively you could adjust, keep your tall guys in the center, obviously, but if you have some of these shorter players push up and get their hands in the face, make the shots a lot harder, you can see that three-point percentage go down a little bit, I would assume.
This is where you may see Saunders come in. We see Atkinson and Saunders have checked in. No Falacione or Dolinsky. It's Atkinson on the outside. Now to Evans. Troy and Grabowski been the main offense to this point. Always dangerous. Dolinsky's got 9 still.
Incredible the way they're able to spread the ball. Even though North Branford is playing perfect defense, marking every single player, Valley keeps moving, keeps playing patient, and is waiting for the open guy to get open and make a play.
Saunders inbound to Evans. A reset on the shot clock. Grabowski dishes to Troy. Troy's gonna drive in through the contact. Kick out for Saunders. Oh, the bank is open for Cody Saunders.
He's letting him know, not only Noah Dolinsky, but he as well can take these shots deep and be dangerous with it.
Now it's you who's gonna pull it. How about RGU? Back and forth from deep. Evans brings it up. He's gonna drive on you. No good. Grabowski, no good. Saunders fighting for it, and there's gonna be a foul on the Warriors.
Warriors unhappy with that call, but I like the way that they're playing physical, even if they are going to get called on it. You know, it's a beat-down style of play, and it's got to affect the mental status of these North Branford Thunderbirds. Every single time they go up for the ball, there's a Warrior in their face, getting in there before them.
Speaking of mental status, we see all the Warrior Nation fans, but the Thunderbirds travel well, and they've got a student section of their own, making sure the Warriors hear them anytime something happens. O'Brien on the outside. He's knocked down his last 2 threes. Now he's going to drive. The floater is no good. Grabowski the board.
I know the Warriors defense loves it when those Thunderbirds drive in. They know they have the height advantage, and they're going to go up there, and they're going to put their hands in the face and make sure they don't get any points on that possession.
Dolinsky looking for the roll. It's tipped, and it's going the other way. Just outside a minute in this first half. RGU steps up. Bulls up. Bullseye! Tie game! Troy's gonna bring it back with some speed though. Flips it up, 2 shots coming.
Despite their defensive struggles here to finish out the half, the Warriors are playing quick turnaround. Even if they get up points, they're immediately getting the ball into their offense's hands.
Troy 3 for 3 on the night from the line. Knocks down his first. You know, I was thinking it as I said it, there's some announcer jinx. We've talked about it. Of course, I bring up Troy being 3 for 3, and then he misses that one. Inside a minute officially in this first half. Almost sad to see it come to an end. It's been such a good half of basketball.
Well, luckily for you, there's a second half, and it'll come down, assuming down to the wire, and it'll be a great game to finish.
Second half adjustments may be big, as no team's really going to have a big lead. Evans on the outside. Just a second separating shot clock and game clock.
Warriors are going to try to look at what's worked and what hasn't. And I think what's worked best is having a dual threat offense. Have the big guys go into the middle and their good shooters stay out back. And it's really hard for North Branford to defend both, but they go into the halftime and discuss this. Maybe they'll come out with some defense that can put a stop to that.
So the foul will bring Troy back to the free throw line. I won't bring up his previous free throws. Just 6.8 to go in the first half. First one is good. .8 seconds to work with. Clock starts the second somebody touches it. That one is good. Tommy Troy. Crew's gonna check in for the final 7 seconds.
Warriors just trying to make sure that the Thunderbirds don't get any last points in the remaining 7 seconds.
He's gonna get his screen. Just 2 seconds to work with. Chuck it up from near midcourt. It's no good. And that shot won't count. What a first half of basketball. A 31-28 Warriors lead. We talked about what second half adjustments could mean to this game, and it's going to mean a lot. We talked about the multifaceted offense the Warriors are running with. Got to keep Troy involved, and we got to see a little bit more from Dolinsky. He still has not missed.
I completely agree. I would also love to emphasize on the defense. They're playing great in the paint, obviously, putting up a lot of blocks, a lot of rebounds, but when the Thunderbirds are able to get it outside the three-point line from the corners, a lot of times these shots are too open for comfort. And I would love to see the Warriors get some hands in their faces and make these shots harder.
RGU and Charles O'Brien have been big from deep, as we're going to let the youth take the floor. I'm James Brazowie, joined by Eddie Johnson, with Phoebe Robinson and Jacob Rowland on the cameras.
Yes.
Lyle Pittman, our center cam, and Dylan Brown, our producer. That's going to do it us from the first half. An extended halftime, though, as the youth is going to take the floor for us.
Here.
We're about to get underway back at the second half. I'm James Brazowie, joined by Eddie Johnson. Big thank you to the Valley TV crew from tonight. We got Phoebe Robinson, Lyle Pittman, our center cam, Jacob Rowland, our side cam, and Dylan Smith, our director of the night. Mr. Pittman here looking over everything as we're about to get underway. Great halftime performance that we got from the future of Valley basketball.
It's going to be amazing to see what kind of adjustments both these teams are making, both offensively and defensively, to try to close the gap in what is right now a 3-point game.
Neither team out of it. On the outside is O'Brien. He's going to pull it, and that's no good. Well, that's what we saw a lot of in the first half, those shots from the outside, and as you mentioned, starting to knock them down, and that's dangerous.
Well, Grabowski looked like he was getting in his face a little bit, trying to make it a little bit more difficult, and it's kind of the best you could do. Try to drive that, like, what was 30% down to, like, 20-15.
See, Tommy Troy, there's some offense adjustments. Tommy Troy is going to clank around and not find the bottom. So 0 for 2 from that time for Troy.
Something that was brought to my attention during halftime. Offensive rebounds have been few and far between. You see that there on the free throw. Even Grabowski, who had the height advantage, goes up for it, but the North Branford defense is able to come down with it. You got to hope that Warriors can get a couple more offensive rebounds, get a couple second takes, second shots, try to put some more points up.
You almost get so lost in all the shots that were being made that you don't really recognize what happens after the shots that aren't. The captain, Cosgrove, buries the first. First points of the second half for either side, 36 seconds in.
Mentioned it earlier in the first half, but once again, fouls and turnovers are going to be a huge emphasis in such a close game. And it looks like North Branford's got no trouble knocking them down, but they're going to play aggressive, and gotta hope that they miss some of those at the end of the day.
Troy's got it, looking for Grabowski. Second time the inlet pass to get to the inside. Troy's gonna look for the kick out. Nice roll from Evans. He's gonna pass to the corner. Flashion can't handle it, and it's gonna go out of bounds. There's a turnover, Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, the Warriors in the first half were so dominant on the inside, with Grabowski and Troy both having a serious height advantage, but it looks like the North Branford has stacked a couple bodies up in there, just making it impossible for them to run through. Great defensive adjustment by North Branford there.
Drive in, that jumper is gonna be no good. And there's gonna be a foul on Evans, and that's gonna send Carasoni to the line. The junior, lone lefty we've seen tonight.
Evans, as a freshman, is obviously younger and less experienced, and you got to wonder if North Branford's going to try to pick on that and try to force him into fouling them, as he hasn't had as much play time just due to his age as a lot of these other Valley players.
Both of them fall, so 4-0 run to start the second half, all coming off of free throws. Troy on the outside, he's not gonna pull it from there. He's gonna dish it to Flashion on the cut, pretty pass.
Saw a lot of Troy and Grabowski up putting the ball in the net like that, but good to see a lot of other Warriors cycling in, making this more a diverse offense. North Branford cannot guard them all.
Inbound from O'Brien. Cepeda's got it. Raul dishes it to Carasoni. Guarded by Evans on the outside. Just kind of a junction at the top of the key. How about the block from behind? Flashion's gonna fight for it. Cepeda, kick out. Rejected! Grabowski Archie U from deep. That's money! Archie U from way downtown.
U is so dangerous with the ball in his hands outside of the three-point line. He's knocking him down like they're dominoes right now.
That was a good one, Eddie. Off the screen, Falascion's answer is no good as he pounds himself in the chest, a little frustration. 2-point lead for the Thunderbirds with the ball. Drive from Carasoni is going to be halted. Kick out for O'Brien. Drive into U, just the second time he's touched it. First time was a three from outside. Cepeda's no good. How about the offensive rebound? It's blocked by Falascion. Here comes Troy. He's going to drive into U. It's going to be stripped, and it's going to bounce off the brick hard. Good defense from U for not getting the penalty, but getting the ball to pop out of the hands of Troy.
Warriors trying to play quick. Their offense is slowing down here to start the first half, but
nice pass right there. Tommy Troy, we talked about the bully ball on the inside, and right there, good feed from Evans off the inbound. Carasoni is going to be whacked on the arm, and Coach Woods making a face at that call. We are knotted up here. 13:03 to go in the game. A 7-2 run before that last bucket. O'Brien, Cosgrove, pull-up jumper over Grabowski is no good. Another Grabowski rebound. Evans brings it up. The Warriors with the chance to retake the lead. Evans is going to drive on you. He's going to spin, flip it up, no good. He can't grab his own rebound. It's going to be Carasoni. He's going to bring it up. Cepeda. U. It's good. Archie U again.
dangerous from outside the three and inside. It's just so dynamic. It's a hard player to guard.
Troy on the outside. He's going to try and fight his way to the inside. It's Saunders. Picked up his dribble. Now he has to dish it to Evans. Have not seen Delinsky even touch the ball. Evans is going to drive. Nice move, the scoop! Oh my, with a little bit of jelly! Brady Evans! Carasoni on the outside, dump off, Cosgrove, no good, foul on Grabowski, and 2 free throws coming with a chance to untie this game yet again.
Defensively, the Warriors are putting more pressure on the guys trying to take these 3 points, trying to make it a little bit more difficult for them, but in return, it seems like they're ending up with a little bit more contact and result fouls than they did in the first half. To see how that plays out.
Well, at a certain point, Thunderbirds are going to get free throws for every foul, no matter what. Flashion's going to come in for Troy. Kind of gets rid of one of those big presences on in the paint for the Warriors.
They still have Grabowski in there, so they still do have the height advantage, and they need someone to go up to the net.
Cepeda is doing a great job on Delinsky. He has not touched the ball. We are 4 minutes 21 in to this second half. We haven't seen Delinsky touch it.
It's a great defensive adjustment by North Branford. Take a great defender, just have him go out on an island with him. Tell him, can't let this guy get the ball, because if the ball's in his hands, it's just nothing good for us.
Extremely dangerous no matter where he is on the floor. Grabowski ties it with the first. Well, just as we were talking about Raul Cepeda and his defense, he's now out of the game. So we talked about the adjustment they made to get Cepeda on Delinsky. No Cepeda.
Someone's got to step up because you can't leave him open. Ball gets in his hands. You know what's coming.
You don't know where it's coming from with Delinsky, but you do know it's coming. O'Brien's got it on the outside. A drive in. O'Brien and one.
Warriors unhappy with the foul. They got to find a way to be aggressive and play physical, get these blocks and rebounds without fouling the other team, because in such a close game, free throws like this could be the difference between a win and a loss.
Not just free throws, but at this point, now it's foul trouble. Still over 11 minutes to go in this game. That's Rex's third foul, so maybe Grabowski has to play a little less physical, and you start to give up this offense that we've seen on the inside. Troy's gonna drive in, kick out Falacio, and his three, no good. Saunders gonna try to get the rebound, but he doesn't have the height.
In such a close game, you gotta think, maybe just leave Grabowski out there. If he gets a foul, then so be it, but it's a risk sometimes you gotta take.
We've seen second half adjustments hurt the Warriors into the half last week against the Huskies. They were up 15. They ended up losing that game. So the Thunderbirds know that if they win the second half, they win the game, especially from right here with the lead. Here's going to be Carasoni. That one's going to be short. Rebound is the guard, Evans. Doesn't really play like a guard, but he does in the assist game. He's just going to drive in. The scoop, the foul, the bucket.
Doesn't matter how many guys you put on him. He just ran right through him, right into the net. He's a little bit shorter than him, too. Doesn't matter.
Brady Evans, I just said it, doesn't play like a guard right there. He shows it.
He's playing like Tommy Troy, who's probably 6-7 inches taller than him. Absolutely incredible work there by the freshman.
That one is no good. Troy fights for the board. It's in the hands of Dolinsky. He's now guarded by Piercy, so that's something to keep an eye on.
You saw the guy guarding him go out. Could this be a weak link in the North Branford defense? Something that the Warriors could exploit.
I'm watching that matchup right now, and Piercy's not giving him any room, as that's going to be a foul, and that's going to send Evans back to the line. That's the best free throw shooter on the Warriors. Two very different halves in terms of speed of the game.
Despite the score looking not so great for the Warriors coming out of the half, they have made some good offensive adjustments, especially in the offensive rebounds. You see them, they're getting, especially right here, more possessions, more chances to shoot. It's just a matter of time before they put some in the net.
Brady Evans knocks them both down. The Warriors have the lead again. O'Brien pull-up jumper, no good. Flashy on the board.
Seems like he's almost levitating in midair. Just goes right up and grabs the ball out from the North Branford's open mouths.
Grabowski will check back in. Out comes Saunders. If you watch Dolinsky in just a possession, you'll see the switches they're playing. Piercy, they're keeping an eye on him. Dolinsky still asking for it. He's not afraid of a little bit of hand in his face. You see Piercy kind of boxing him out outside. Grabowski's shot bounces around. It's no good. Mondi the rebound, brings it up. Now it's you. You know how dangerous he is. He'll pull it from right where he's standing. On the outside is Piercy. He's guarded by Dolinsky. He's going to look for the kick out for you. The jumper and hard contact. You hits the ground with a thud. Holding his elbow. Obviously, hope he's okay.
Such a vital part of this North Branford attack and defense. Be a tragedy for the viewing experience and the players all around if he were to go down.
We are tied yet again. RGU knocks them both down. Evans brings it up, minute 34. Dolinsky's got it. He's just going to pull it, and it rolls around just no good. Mondi now. O'Brien brings it up. Hughes got it, and he's going to dump it off. Nice flip, but it's no good. Hughes somehow the rebound. Evans somehow has it. He's going to be fouled. And the Warriors have possession with the foul coming from Hughes, and checking back in will be the captain, Cosgrove. Well, we talked about the bonus and how it's going to affect both teams. A foul happening on this side of the floor is going to give Evans a couple free throws. First one is nothing but net. But we saw one other thing in that last possession. Even despite the miss, Dolinsky touches the ball and he puts it right up.
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. I think he's got a speed advantage on the guy he's guarding. He's moving around. He's agile. He's getting open, and that's going to be huge. If the Warriors can scheme him open on some plays, I mean, get him the ball in his hands, and it's just good things happen.
Don't even really need to scheme him open, as even after the free throws, the Warriors still trail by 1. But this is a game of chess now. You see Raul Cepeda check back in. Well, guess who's on the bench now? It's Noah Dolinsky. Nice movement. Cepeda's going to kick to the corner for Mondi. That one's well short. The rebound on the inside, Charles O'Brien. Evans going to drive, kick out. Flashione. Tie game! Flashione! 45 apiece. O'Brien to the corner for Piercy. Good defense from Saunders. Sticking to him. Nice pass to the inside. No foul. Flashione the rebound. No shot clock. Here comes Evans. He's going to push the tempo, slow it down as North Branford actually add numbers. You wonder where this is going with 18 seconds before the quarter expires. It's going to Troy right now. He's going to try to drive in. Flashione, 10 seconds. Nice pass to Grabowski. Spins, flips, bounces around, falls down. Warriors lead. 2 seconds to work with. O'Brien, I don't think he realized how much time was left. Slows down the offense, and it's not going to be a shot. The Warriors are going to go into this fourth quarter with a lead, and any lead matters right now.
Absolutely. So much energy in the stadium. You could feel it. The ground is rumbling. And
you got fans on both sides stomping their feet every free throw. You got our student section right there. They're yelling every free throw. It's exciting. The energy is up. This is what high school sports is all about.
Absolutely. You show up to a game today, and this is just what you dream of. A close game like this, physical, hard, and both teams with a shot to win it all, coming here down in the last 8 minutes. Something I was really impressed with by the freshmen at the end of that game was, despite all the energy, despite the, time winding down, just 15 seconds left on the clock, he kept it slow, was patient, didn't let the moment get to him, and it ended up with 2 points on the board, and it's the difference in this game right now.
You mentioned that in the first half. It was on this side, but he took his time. He didn't try to rush the offense. You have enough time to work with something. Had 32 seconds for that possession, and right there he was able to take his time, as you mentioned, get the ball to the inside. Grabowski, a nifty move to get off his defender with the spin and cash it in. Any lead matters right now in a game like this.
Absolutely. They complement each other so well. Evan's such a smart player, able to move the ball around so efficiently, and puts in the hands of the scorers. Guys like Grabowski can go up and put the ball in the net from any point in the court.
To start the quarter, he's going to fall, and that's not going to be good. Dolinsky's going to whiff, though, and a foul on Flashione. So Piercy took a fall after a screen. Dolinsky had the most open shot we are going to see from him. Cepeda and Dolinsky on the floor. That's been the fun matchup to watch. And we talked about free throws. This is the second part of fouls, the foul trouble. That's the fourth on Flashione. So you see Saunders check in. That's big for defense, but a couple big shots were made by Flashione. Saunders has a 3 in this game, but you wonder how that could play out. Nice move from Pierce outside for Mondi. Now it's O'Brien. Guarded by Saunders. Saunders not giving him an inch. The pump fake, the three, no good. O'Brien, the rebound from behind is Grabowski. And now it's Troy. And it looks almost like a full court press right here. And Grabowski's gonna drive in with the contact, just doesn't go. But a chance to extend it to the first 2 possession lead in a very long time.
This is going to be huge for the Warriors. Being able to get up big like this, they'll have to control the game, and if they can maintain the game at their own tempo, they could be on the right path to a victory.
Not 2 possession, but 3-point game. No Archie U, which is that deep threat we've seen again and again, but O'Brien's still out there. He's guarded by Saunders, who strips it. Evans, the rebound off of the drop.
Great positional awareness. He's just in the right place at the right time, and he knows it. He's able to capitalize with a turnover, which could be huge in such a close game.
We mentioned what Saunders brings defensively. A little bit of loss of offense when he gets on the floor, as Evans is going to drive. Evans through the contact! 5-point Warriors lead, the largest lead of the night for either side. O'Brien's outside. That lead is gone. And a timeout. That one's gonna come from the Thunderbirds. We said no Archie U. O'Brien is still on the floor, knocks that one down, cuts that 5-point lead right back.
Warriors defense got to remember, they don't have just one guy that can take it from deep. They got many. And the lead is gone for the Warriors, but they still do, not the 5-point lead, but they do have a 2-point lead, and it's their possession. Going on this possession and getting points is going to be huge. I like the timeout for the North Branford. They're able to settle down, reset, and think about what they can do defensively to make this Warriors lead vanish.
Well, we've seen good adjustments from both sides right there. No Archie U. They find the next best guy. Piercy has been surprisingly great off the bench. He's working the ball around, and he's playing tight defense on Dolinsky. 1 field goal attempt to this point.
Something that's made this game so interesting is both these teams have great depth. Players coming off the bench, they come in, you really don't see any dip in offensive or defensive production. It's just amazing to watch. Both sides, they got to count for every player on the court at all times, no weak links.
So Cepeda takes a breather, right on goes Piercy, not giving Dolinsky any room to breathe. Troy, guarded by Cosgrove, he's just gonna bully his way inside. Grabowski's jumper is too strong. It's gonna be Archie U, who's just checked back in with the board. Saving him for the last couple minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if him nor O'Brien take a second, as Falascion's back out. 4 fouls to this point. Nice move by O'Brien, flips it up, it's no good. Grabowski the board. And it's Evans now. He's going to slow down the offense. Right idea. Don't want to give the Thunderbirds more possessions than you need to.
Great situational awareness there by a freshman. And something I've been impressed with all game long is when the ball comes in near to the center on defense, the Warriors are right all around it. And able to end offensive possessions by the Thunderbirds before they really get any chance to start.
Evans has been big in the paint in this second half. We saw him right there try to get a shot up, it didn't go. Grabowski through the double team, nifty pass right there. Dolinsky on the outside, guarded by you. Off the screen, the roll, Grabowski, the finger roll, the deuce.
Dolinsky's telling him, I can shoot, but I can also pass. Lays up a perfect ball for Grabowski to put it right in.
Here's Sony to O'Brien, pump fake, and there's a foul on Dolinsky. He knew it. So Falascione checks back out. Saunders is in, guarding O'Brien, despite a little bit of a height advantage for O'Brien Saunders is that gritty, he's that tough physical defender. No Michael Spencer for the Warriors tonight. We mentioned that at the start of the game. That's another one of those gritty defenders, but Saunders does the same work. They double team on the inside with Saunders. Grabowski grabs the board. Evans brings it up inside of 5 minutes and a 4-point Warriors lead. Their largest lead of the night has been 5. The Thunderbirds' largest lead has been 4. It's been tight the whole way. Evans on the outside, really taking his time in this possession. He's gonna get a fake screen from Grabowski. A lot of off-ball movement. A roll to Grabowski, just lobs it up for the height. Saunders, catch and shoot, no good. Grabowski can't grab it. Evans is gonna fly for it, it's no good. The Thunderbirds have numbers. Cosgrove no good. Saunders, what a job getting back. A foul on O'Brien. And Cody Saunders, who's way down here, hustles back, grabs that board. And his award is going to be a second on the bench to catch his breath.
Great play by Saunders. And I'm noticing North Branford is sticking a guy or two on Noah Dolinsky the entire time, but that is freeing up these other players. And they're able to swing it to the other guys and give them a chance at a deep three. And, and put a couple of those in. It's a whole new ball game.
Dolinsky, Troy, Evans, Falacione, Grabowski on the floor for the Warriors. Final 4 minutes to play. Falacione drives, flips it up. It's good! Off the back iron and down, the Warriors' largest lead of the night.
2 underclassmen out here starting for the Warriors. They don't look out of place at all. No moment is too big for them, and they've been crucial in the Warriors having a, 6-point lead going in right now.
And that lead is cut in half, just as you mentioned it. O'Brien again on the outside. Dolinsky, catch, shoot, no good. Rebound fighting for it. It's going to be a foul coming on the Warriors.
It's a tough-fought game. You saw a lot of the fouls going the Warriors' way the first half. Things are going a little bit different second half, but I've been impressed with the Warriors' ability to bounce back. They've gone down a couple times because of these free throws and fouls and such, but they're not letting that get to them, and they're keeping up the effort.
Carasoni will bring it up. 3:30 to play, a 3-point lead for the Warriors. O'Brien's got it. Back to Carasoni. Screen from O'Brien now, dancing around it, looks for the roll, nice pass, the flip, it's good, O'Brien, 1-point lead.
What a pass there, just goes right through the legs of Grabowski. Absolutely nothing you can do there defensively.
It's gonna be picked in the corner, the drive is no good, good job in transition by Grabowski, and that's gonna be a jump ball call, and North Branford ball. Dolinsky looking for the foul as he gets flung to the floor. Piercy has been huge in these tough plays guarding Dolinsky. It's been him and Cepeda on and off the floor for each other, really sticking to Dolinsky well. Just 2 field goal attempts for him in this half. Near perfect in the first. O'Brien's got it. He's hit a little bit of a hot stretch, but we know what you can do. O'Brien off his foot.
Stadium reacting to that, crowd reacting to that call. They don't seem to like it, but the game goes on either way.
You has it on the outside, guarded by Troy. Just a 1-point game from way outside, it's no good. You may be testing his luck. He's been good from out there, but good shot selection is important down the stretch. Not too much time, especially when Evans is driving in, but how about the defense right there? Carasoni to block it.
Yeah, Evans has been tearing up power earlier, and I think the North Branford's got together and said, let's put a taller guy on him, make sure he can't do that to us anymore, because he, as a younger player, he doesn't have the height advantage that a lot of these other guys do, so put him up against a taller player, and a lot of that offensive capability might be diminished.
Flashione checks back in for Saunders. He's got it on the outside. Looking for the roll to Troy. Catches, puts it up. Tommy Troy again! Let him hear it!
Saw a ton of that in the first half. We're coming back to it. Absolutely love that for the Warriors. They were able to get a ton of points off that, just feeding the big guy.
O'Brien on the outside from way outside. We are tied inside of 2 minutes.
North Branford offense is just so electric outside the three-point line. It's really hard to guard. You can't push up too far. You got guys going in the middle. It's just a difficult situation to put in for the Warriors, but see how they respond offensively.
Dolinsky drives, kicks out to Flashione. He spins, he puts it up. It's off the front iron. Grabowski pokes it. It's going to be saved. What a play from Dolinsky in the corner.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Situational awareness, just chucks it off the guy's feet. What a play. Just knows where the players are going to be and how to react to it.
Understanding his momentum, where the ball is going, where the players are going, and we're going to have a timeout from the Warriors. I love this timeout inside of 90 seconds. In a tie game, it's going back and forth. Whichever team makes the adjustment in this timeout to come out and get off to a quicker start, you only have 90 seconds, so this possession right here can be the game.
Yeah, you got a lot of younger players out there on the court, and they're absolutely holding their own, but a lot of inexperience, and just making sure everyone's on the same page could be absolutely crucial going to the final 90.
Well, it's also important in this final 90s. You're going to draw up a couple of plays. You're going to see what's open, but you got to get the ball in the hands of Zero.
Absolutely. But what I love most is when these design plays don't work, they have players on this team that can improvise and they can adapt, and they don't seem phased when the play breaks down. Especially, I was super impressed by the freshman, Evans. He slows it down, he waits for his guys to get open, and lets everyone else do the work for him, sort of, if you would.
Well, Tommy Troy on these inbounds has been huge. It's normally Evans on the inbound, a little bounce pass to Tommy Troy, and an easy lay-in. We'll see how that works. Any points matter, but you're almost hoping for the Warriors you can knock down a three, because this three-point attack from the Thunderbirds has been out of this world.
Absolutely. I guarantee something that they're going over is how to get in the face of these Thunderbirds players and just making sure that those three-point threats, and you and O'Brien especially, they got someone on him, because you cannot be letting them take open shots, because it probably won't end well for you.
You say O'Brien especially, a hot streak. That's what the Thunderbirds are talking about right now. Get the ball in his hands. It is Evans on the inbound. It's Dolinsky from outside. He pulls it. It's no good. Rebound is Troy in the corner, though. He spins, drives, flips, no good. Fighting for it. It's not the Warriors. It's going to be the Thunderbirds. You brings it up. Minute 12. Kicks to Carasoni. He's going to direct his offense. Carasoni drives. He's got the left. Push off. And he travels. And that's a turnover just outside a minute. That's going to hurt.
I don't even know how many times we've said it this game, but fouls are so important, especially in a close game. These turnovers, absolutely monumental in momentum shifts. And now the Warriors with a chance to put themselves in the lead, entering under a minute now.
Troy's got it. Nice feed, Flashione. Contact. 2 free throws coming. What a find from Troy. Not really known as an assist guy. Just over 1 per game to this point. Great eyes right there. He's not going to get an assist, but potentially 2 pretty valuable points coming.
Absolutely. I mentioned it during the timeout, but these players are good when the play breaks down, and they've played together a lot, and you can see the chemistry. They're finding the passing lanes. Another timeout here.
North Branford coach, 60-second timeout. John Donahue calling it from near midcourt. Inside a minute. Flashione misses his first rebounds. First free throw. I feel some of this timeout's going to be talking about what you do if he misses again, what you do with that rebound.
Absolutely. Both teams have put up 0 points on the last timeout. Defensive adjustments have superb, but who can orchestrate an offense to put some points up? Just nudge out the other team just by this much to win such a close game.
Well, it's going to be one play that separates it. In that last possession since our last timeout, You got the three to Dolinsky. It just doesn't fall. On the other side, Carasoni drives. He's a lefty. He gets to his left. One too many steps. So each team getting what they want, but each team playing better defense than offense.
Absolutely. I'm saying it. Give Dolinsky another shot. We haven't seen a lot from him today just because they've had players on him, but if we can get the ball in his hands, you got to like your odds with him chucking it up.
That's right. So far to this point, though, we've seen Tommy Troy. He's dominated the inside. The offensive rebound here can really be big if Falascio misses this. So first things first, gotta grab the board as Warrior Nation rises to their feet, matches the energy from the Thunderbirds. The Falascio free throw is no good. The rebound is Cosgrove.
It's going to be absolutely imperative that the Valley Warriors work back on this defense and don't allow any points on this possession.
At least not a three, but certainly no points. So Brian outside, he's dangerous from there. He gets a screen, he kicks it out. Carasoni, too strong, rebound Falascio.
They've had
less than a second between the shot clock and the game clock.
They've had great defensive positioning all game. Seems like no matter what type of bounce the ball takes off the rim or the backboard, there's a Warrior there to get their hands on it.
We talked about the size. Coach Woods making sure the crowd stays quiet. The Warriors will have a shot. The last shot, time winding down. It's Troy on the outside. 6 seconds to work with. Hand off to Dolinsky. And the Warriors get a timeout.
Time winding down there. They got to come up with something. Someone's got to get open. Someone's got to be able to put up a shot. 3 seconds. You're looking for a prayer, or you're sending this game to overtime.
3.5 to work with. The shot clock, it's not really a factor. There's half a second difference between the two clocks. But you're battling against the clock in North Branford. The ball is not on your court, but your defense has been huge to this point. What are you looking for the Warriors to stop if you're the Thunderbirds?
The Warriors have got to get a ball moving quick. They got only 3 seconds. They got to get someone open. They got to throw up a shot. It might not be the best shot, but you've got to be able to take one. There's only 3 seconds left. If the Thunderbirds can keep these guys covered, they can make it very, very difficult for this Warriors team. And if someone gets the ball just in their face, making sure no shots are taken, there's only 3 seconds, and the Warriors do have the advantage. Thunderbirds don't really have a chance of winning it, or they'd have to win it in overtime unless they send up a prayer and shoot like an 80-foot three.
Well, that's where this first pass is going to be huge. This inbound pass, if it's picked off, they're going to have 3 seconds to get up a shot. We've seen the basically unlimited range from you and O'Brien. No you on the floor.
Couldn't be more true. Turnovers are a 0. You cannot have a turnover at this point in the game.
Any shot will win it for the Warriors. The inbound is to Troy. It's off his hands. It's Thunderbirds ball, and a timeout from Coach Donahue. 2.6, and well, everything we said in that last timeout, now it's flipped. The only difference, it's a full court time from the Thunderbirds to get it up, 2.6. So you're going to see a press, and the ball starts, the clock starts once you touch the ball.
Absolutely. Yeah, everything you said is true. I'm looking for the Thunderbirds to get the ball into the hands of O'Brien and you. They've been their deep point makers. And obviously defensively, the Warriors have got to get some guys, some bodies on those players. Do not let them take a shot, because if you do, there's just a chance that they might hit one from deep half court, maybe even.
Certainly it's been, like I said, pretty much unlimited range to this point from you and O'Brien. Just 2.6, and the reason it's so important to mention that the clock starts when the ball is touched, because if you roll the ball and it gets way down over here and you turn and knock it down, the clock doesn't start until you touch the basketball.
Actually, absolutely. A huge bounce pass in. If they can get a good pass that goes far down the court, they could be looking at not even a 3, they could have one going into the paint, and the Warriors have to absolutely be prepared for that and have the energy and the aggression to keep that ball off their side of the court.
Well, just as we mentioned and kind of as we saw, that first pass. Obviously, Warriors, you got to get up here. They're not going to try to work behind you. You want to be closer, and you want to be in between the basket to the closest guy. O'Brien's going to inbound. He's got to get it past the wingspan of Grabowski. There's 2.6 seconds. O'Brien's going to inbound. It's a pass to the middle. It's a nice pass. Piercy has a shot, and it's no good.
We've got overtime, folks. Absolutely electric. The crowd is going crazy.
I am speechless. We will have one overtime period, 5 minutes. This has been so fitting for this game. It's been neck and neck, back and forth. The biggest lead for either side has been 6, and we were talking about it as it was up, and it was a race like that with a three-pointer. This has been an insane game. Overtime so fitting. We got free basketball.
Both teams have deep benches. I guarantee that none of these players are tired. The energy is absolutely insane right now. Adrenaline is pumping. So, 48 minutes, 32 minutes doesn't feel like anything to these guys. This game is going to be just as energetic, just as aggressive as it was to the first 32 minutes. And a team that can put some points up, because the last, 2 minutes, there was no points scored by either team. So a team that can finally put some offense production up should be able to win this game.
Well, this is the first overtime basketball game I have seen in my time at Valley. A 56-56 tie through 32 minutes. Everybody, every student is up on their feet, excited. Dolinsky, Evans, Grabowski, Troy, Flashione on the floor.
At this point, the Warriors are not so worried about fouling out with just 4 minutes left to play in the game. They're pulling all their players out there, telling them, go at them, be aggressive.
The tip is to the Warriors. It's Dolinsky. And now it'll be Evans to bring it up. Overtime is underway. It's a flip to Troy. Sticky defense still on Dolinsky. Drives in Evans. And there's 2 shots from the free throw line for Brady Evans.
Evans has been so lethal as a distributor, not only as a distributor, but also as a offensive weapon himself. He's so versatile in that fact. He can make a pass anywhere on the court, but also drive into the paint. How do you guard that kind of player?
I don't know. It's impossible, and hey, that's proven to be the case to this point. First one touches every inch of the rim, but falls for Evans, and the Warriors are first points in overtime. Saunders is in. Flashione checks out. There's some of that defense. We mentioned it. It's 2 for 2. Brady Evans, a 2-point lead now for the Warriors.
No moment too big for the freshman. The pressure is absolutely nothing in his face. Just eats it up.
Gets more impressive as the game goes on. Here's a nice pass to the inside. Evans with good defense this time. And the rebound is Saunders. And Evans talking his game a little bit after that one. Dolinsky is guarded by O'Brien. He's going to drive. He's going to flip. It's no good. It's Grabowski. And now it's O'Brien. Carasoni brings it up. Troy is guarding you. Saunders is guarding O'Brien. He pokes it out right there outside the three-point arc. Good defense from Saunders. Pokes it out. It's Evans. It's in the corner for Carasoni. It's Piercy guarded by Dolinsky. Looking for the inlet pass. Nice cut. O'Brien no good. The rebound is Cosgrove flying for it. Now it's Troy. Now it's going to be Saunders. And the Coach Woods gets the timeout. That's huge.
Yeah, the Warriors have been burned before on this defense, and they absolutely have adjusted perfectly. That you and O'Brien, were taking huge threes all throughout the game, kind of uncontested, but The Warriors getting in their face, being aggressive, not letting them take anything. All these points from here on out have to be earned through the paint.
This has been a physical game. You talk about earning it through the paint right there. A little rugby scruffle right there for that basketball. These players want it. Every possession counts. They all know that. The Warriors right now, this possession can be huge, a dagger potentially. They're up 2. They have the ball, and their defense has been gritty.
Absolutely. I love this Warriors team when they're playing physical because they have the bigger players. They've got the height. They've got the size. So when they're playing shoulder-to-shoulder contact basketball, they are at the advantage. This is huge for them if they can keep the game playing like this.
Uncontested inbound is Brady Evans. 2:43 to go in overtime. It's Delinsky off the handoff. It's Flashion. Troy on the outside. Good switch from the Thunderbirds to make sure Delinsky doesn't touch it. Evans, pull-up jumper. It's Bunny! The freshman! Buckets again! Bombs away!
The freshman has been in their entire offense since the first timeout in the 4th quarter. He's got all 4 of the Warriors' points since then. Absolutely incredible plays by him.
O'Brien from way outside. Carasoni, this defense from the Warriors, sticking to Carasoni tight. Flips up, no good. Evans has got the rebound. He's going to drive up, guarded by Carasoni, looking for Troy. He's going to reset, take his time. We mentioned the patience we've seen from him. Really not playing like a freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the engine of this offense, and the Thunderbirds have absolutely no defense for it. They have no counter for it. They're just letting him run around and do his thing, and it's been devastating for their defense. Sorry.
Just as you mention it, there goes Evans again on the inside, and guess who's back at the free throw line? It's the highest percentage shooter on these Warriors, and if he can convert on these opportunities to extend this lead back to the largest we've seen. He knocks down the first one, nothing Panay. He's starting to feel it from the line right now. He's gotten so many attempts. Saunders gonna check in, talk about his defense. Every time he's in the game, he's gritty. He's gonna fight for that ball. And with 1:37 and you're up 5. And now 6. That's gonna be huge.
Yeah, obviously they're cycling in their defensive players, and they're just telling them, do not let these guys get points. Playing aggressive, don't really worry about fouls. They're up 6 points right now. If they get 2 points, that's fine. Stop them from getting the threes. Stop them from retaining possession of the ball. Burn this time down.
Even despite all the energy, all the noise in this jam, for that last Evans free throw, you can hear a rat fart in the corner. It's going to be Carasoni from the line to try to match it. Warrior Nation making sure you can't hear any rats this time. The first one's good nonetheless. Flashion is right back in, kind of doing an offense for Flashion, defense for Saunders thing anytime the Warriors think they're going to have the ball.
Both teams unrattled by the pressure. It's so impressive. The energy is insane, but both teams seem to be playing just as good, or if not better than they were playing in the regular time.
Cosgrove's got it, kick out to you. He's going to drive in, dump off. Cosgrove again, no good. From behind as Evans whips around. Didn't think he fouled. The 4th on Evans, and he's got to be careful now. Can't lose Evans. We've talked about what he has done. 1 foul from being out of this game, and you really can't take that.
Absolutely. What he brings to this Warriors team, both offensively, defensively, distributing the ball, scoring himself, cannot be understated at all. Him fouling out would be devastating for the last 70 seconds here in the game.
Carasoni, 1 for 2. 4-point game. Warriors lead. They're in a press right now. Not the first time they've seen it. Poked out. It's good. Lead cut in half. Now it's Troy, guarded by Cosgrove. He's going to dump it to Flashion. Have to get it past the front court. They do. Evans has a driving lane. Brady Evans!
There he is again. He's just everywhere. And he's back on defense now again. Just can't stop this kid.
that is going to do it for Falashione's night. A foul there. He is out of this game. The Warriors do lead by 4. O'Brien from the line. No good. And Warrior Nation getting more excited about that missed free throw than a lot of the made free throws we've seen from Evans.
Absolutely is huge for this Warriors team. Keeps this a possession game, even if the Thunderbirds put down a 3 right now.
Pass is tipped. Troy flips it to Grabowski. 2-on-1 into the contact. Delinsky to the line.
Had a feeling we hadn't seen the last of Delinsky for this game. Such a vital player for this team. They've been doing a great job guarding him, but seems like he got away there.
Delinsky's first rolls around and it's no good. This one can extend it to a 2-possession lead. 3 points is really nothing to the Thunderbirds, but he does extend it. It's now a 4-point lead inside of a minute.
Absolutely huge. If the Warriors can get their own rebound here, they can kind of hold the ball, try to burn time, but oh, here comes another foul. Warriors having a little bit of discussion among themselves. This aggressive play style might be catching up with them.
Another foul. That's good. O'Brien. 65-62. Warriors with the lead. Saunders with that last foul came in for Falacione. It bounces around. It's no good, but it's O'Brien off his miss. 1-point game. 43 seconds to play. A great timeout. Cody Saunders right there on the baseline, knowing that he's not going to have anything open, but despite his smart play, Coach Wood's not happy with his team. Talk about that aggressive play style catching up with him. And right there we saw
yeah, the fouls are starting to become a little... Whoa. Looks like the power went out there on the scoreboard there for a second, but the fouls are definitely starting to become a problem for this Warriors team. They got to find a way to play defense and stop the Thunderbirds from taking threes without putting too much contact on the rest are eagle-eyed out here, catching every single mistake that the Warriors make.
Well, we know what role fouls can play in this game. We've seen the Warriors hold a 6-point lead, and well, it's down to 5 a lot because of fouls, and right now it's a 1-point lead. Great play there from Saunders to get that timeout. There's 43 seconds. Either team can take this. We've seen some sloppy inbounds passes from the Warriors to start these possessions off. It's led to a couple easy baskets for them, but way more for the Thunderbirds. With the lead, you know the press is coming. This is going to be a huge possession, and it starts with the inbound, which is now Tommy Troy, who's going to take it.
You knew they were going to have a play, but coming out of the timeout, but where can you find the mismatch? There it is. Delinsky's got the speed advantage on, who's 33? Piercy. There you go, got the inbound, and now Evans with the ball moving up the court.
Evans has got it. 6 seconds separate shot clock game. 7 seconds, sorry. Evans on the outside, really taking his time. Thunderbirds will let them get a shot up as long as it's not a 3.
Like to see the Warriors move around here, make some space, try to find an open guy. Or Evans could just take it right up the middle. Seems comfortable doing both.
Shot clock is off. It's going to be a timeout from Coach Donahue. 7.4 to go. It's 65-64. What a game to this point, and it's all but over.
Knees are quivering. You're tight all game. This is amazing. Warriors have got to play lockdown defense. You know how dangerous they are from deep. And with 7 seconds, they could probably put it in close, but you've got the bigger guys, get in their face, stop them from getting these points. You still got the lead. You don't need to make any offensive adjustments. You just got to play solid defense.
7.4 seconds of defense from the Warriors, and you win. even if they get that shot up, you have to contest it. You don't want them to get up floor too fast. And the biggest thing, sticky to O'Brien and you. They've killed you all game. Now's the time to stop them for one possession.
Absolutely right. Sticky without fouling them. They're only up by 1, and a foul could send this game into array. Obviously, it will come down to the free throws, but we know how good they are with those.
We've seen a lot of free throws from the Thunderbirds. It's allowed them to catch up. A 6-point lead to start overtime, and this is only 4 minutes, so the Thunderbirds able to work back. It is Troy, Evans, Grabowski, Saunders, and Delinsky. 7.4 to go. The inbound is O'Brien. He's going to get up floor with a little bit of speed. Just 3 seconds to work with. He's going to kick it out. Garrisoni mishandles. It's no good. Warriors win it. What a game.
Absolute stunner. And it comes down to which team makes less mistakes. See all the fouls? Doesn't matter. The Thunderbirds make one crucial mistake that cost them the game there.
It was one mistake to stop the 36 minutes of intense, gritty basketball. What a game. Yeah, I cannot say it enough. That was the best game I've seen all year. Biggest lead was 6 the whole time. We see overtime, and the Warriors, through the fouls, through everything, they're able to take it.
Absolutely. When you show up to the gymnasium today, you just hope that you can get a game anywhere close to this good. And obviously it has delivered and exceeded all expectations I had for it. And you got to feel like that's a great win for the Warriors, ending their 5-game skid. And that's a tough win. They fought all the way through. They were down a couple times, and they fought back every time without fail.
Even when they weren't fighting back, they were fighting to stay ahead. This game, it was right there the whole time. We talked about the biggest lead being 6. And every time it seemed to be 6, it was cut right in half. Whether it was free throws or O'Brien or you catching a little bit of heat there down the stretch and able to cut the lead and really end this game strong for them. But it came down to that one possession, that one mistake. Garrisoni just can't handle it. And great defense from the Warriors, what we saw all night.
Yeah. Obviously, every team is going to make mistakes, but something the Warriors did all night is rebound from them. Obviously, literally and metaphorically. They got the ball back, they put more points up, and even when they make these fouls that don't obviously feel like mistakes in the moment, they always put up some more offensive points to even it out. And the way they fought back all night was super impressive and is the reason they won this game.
Well, we're all sorry to see that one go. What a game we saw. I'm James Brazowie, joined by Eddie Johnson. Thank you so much for tuning into Valley TV and experiencing that game with us. An overtime winner for the Warriors, 65-64. From everybody here at Valley TV, thank you for tuning in, and good night.